Hey boys and girls, welcome back to yet another video being hosted by no other than Alex from 4C Trading, and today it's a special video because again we're gonna be talking about Link. I shit you not, I had so much hate about Link back in the day when I first called the shorts on it, and you know, it kind of broke down and it did hit my $7, but that was on USDT contracts. Today we are gonna be talking about BTC contracts, right? Because our past few videos all led up to this moment, right? The BTC dominance, although the BTC dominance has still not failed, but you know, we've seen some early reversal signs and a lot of the altcoins are bottom out. So I'm thinking that there's a good chance that BTC dominance did top out. If it didn't, in case this trade will be stopped, but I do think when we have or we gain these important areas, I do think this is the correct time for us to risk some of it, right? To risk it all. And I mean, we're not risking it all, we're risking a little bit, right? But if this turns out to be a good one, then it's gonna make us a lot of money, right? And yes, on USDT contracts, we already had trades on Link and we still have them open. The last profit target on the last Link trade still hasn't been hit, but it's getting close. So now we're gonna go to the USD, the BTC one, and let's just pull it out right here and see what's going on. So high time frame seeing, as you can see, very much bullish, right? We never failed this main point of the area right here. We held it nice and tightly, and if you zoom in a little bit still on a daily time frame, we don't have to go any lower. We can see that why this was important, because if this is the top of the structure, this is the bottom, we can see that we've now went above the mid again, which is sort of a place. It's a really good claim. Let me just pull out the tool and you can see this is a really good gain on the entire level, right? So right now you got a couple of chances or a couple of options where you could take the trade. You could obviously take the trade already, right? You can market smash it at this point of time right now, and the stop loss would be for you around 15%. But I do think that since Bitcoin, it all depends on Bitcoin right now, it's not impossible for Bitcoin to break down right now. Bitcoin kind of did the third test over 16k and failed, but how it's looking right now, the whole structure, it could potentially break down, but I won't make that call yet because it's too soon. I will see how it will look tomorrow and then possibly do a video on it tomorrow. So yes, this trade, if you think the Bitcoin is gonna break down, that this trade would be for you, but I'm gonna actually pull a little bit of a different one. As you can see, when on BTC contracts lately, we usually tested it a little bit deep, and in this case, you know, as you can see, when we came up, we tested it here, we bounced, and we tested it deeper. So you can see the levels were always tested quite deep. So I'm going to take this as a image and kind of assume that this chart is going to be the same kind of thing. You know, we're going to be testing this shit deep. And due to the fact that we are going to test it deep, I'm going to move my whole green area a little bit lower. And thus, I'm going to be saving at my stops. So yes, if I put it like here, just a little bit higher so that we don't get missed. We don't have to be too greedy. We're not in that position. You can see that I actually save a whole 5% on the stop right there. And that is quite amazing, right? It is quite amazing. So after we take this trade here, our first profit target is actually going to be on the top of this high time frame structure. And we are not gonna take the TP after we gain the structure. We're gonna take the TP before we do that, because you know that would be a great reversal point for Link as well. So if we manage to reverse right here, we could fail and go lower, and we will be without TP, and we would actually take a loss on our trade, which is something we don't want to do, right? Especially after we are already done. So I mean, after we nailed our entry pretty perfectly, and we already had some profits, right? So yes, the first profit target is going to be 22% move or 2.17 R, and you know, it turns out good. It's super easy trading Link sometimes because Link is one of those main coins that you just know it has such a big volatility that you just know it's going to react. And you can see volatility went down a little bit, which is nothing wrong because it's going down, but it's also getting smaller and smaller. So what are you essentially doing? You know, the volatility, the volume bar is getting smaller and smaller, and you're actually going down, which is a good indication, or should I say it can be one of the indications that there's a price reversal coming in soon. And that would be number one reason, right? The second reason is, as I said, we held the bottom area and we pumped above the mid area right here, right? So that is also one bullish sense as well. So I know my entry is now a little bit under the mid area, but it's actually right on the edge, right? So that's why I said the first option is you market smash it right here if you want a safe option, and you put it down here, the stop loss, and you're gonna have a 15% stop loss, you know. But for us, since we got Ethereum open trade right now, Bitcoin stopped us on break even or the short, right? But we are gonna reopen that if the thing I'm thinking is gonna happen tomorrow, then we're gonna be reopening that short on Bitcoin as well. But I'll do the separate video, right? We don't have to worry about that now. So that would be the first profit target. The second profit target is then gonna be, wait, let me just see, because it's a little bit heavier to see. Spread it around. Okay, so I can see the main area is around here. I'm gonna put it just under it, and that is gonna take us all the way up to 46% or 4.5 R on the coin, right? So at 46% on the entire coin, you can see that here now we're smashing some good profit targets, right? Now this is probably the point where I would not stretch my profit target anymore. So yes, I know we're in bull market, we can smash through this, but let me tell you, like, I mean, this is sort of the area that is gonna get rejected more than 70% of the time. So if there's more than 70% of the chances of being rejected here, I'm not gonna be wasting my profits. I'm gonna be closing the trade right here, and you know what I'm gonna be doing, right? You already know. And the part of this where I'm gonna be closing the full trade here is also how easy the area when we can refill our trade is at that moment. So if we manage to get all the way to up here, you will see that we are gonna easily test this area again. We are gonna easily be testing this area again. The entry might be a little bit upper. We'll see how the price action forms, and you can see that we are gonna be saving about, let's see, we're gonna be saving about 14% on our entire coin move. So you can see that's a pretty good profit that we can play with. We refill the trade, and then we can target something higher, possibly here for the first profit target, and then the second profit target, first profit target for the second trade is going to be 28% again, and you see it's going to be quite a good profit target indeed. So yes, guys, I mean, that would be pretty much it, right? So please do join us at our 4C community channel, right? 4C chat channel and also 4C news channel. They are all free. We discuss, you know, stop losses, we discuss Bitcoin analysis, we upload videos on daily and everything. Also, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, punch that like button, punch that notification button, right? Because we do these videos every day except on Sunday, right? So, and I guess we will be seeing each other in the next one.